All right, well there they are. Put away. This car is so much fun to drive. In case you don't know, this is our boat anchor. It's out of like a 90 or 91 Nissan 300ZX twin turbo. That is a factory twin turbo motor. I bought for the parts, oil pan, all these little lines. Turbos are blown. Supposedly this motor was good when it was pulled out of the car, except somebody just left it outside. Not just rot. I actually picked that motor up for 500 bucks. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. I figured just the cost of the oil pan and all just whatever little stuff, and we can kind of see how it all goes. We'll use these exhaust manifolds to bolt our turbos up to. These are core turbos, but we do have all these little pieces. The plan kind of was, before I really got a hold of everything, Max Bean Rods sent me a pair of these to put on the car, but these are just pretty big. I think they're going to be too big and require too much fabrication, especially for a non-turbo engine turbocharged, so an NAT conversion. I think it would just be worth it to get some factory turbos and put on there. For one, we can't run like high boost when we run low boost, but I am going to throw those on this car because they'll fit this 240 perfectly, and no problem there. And we can run higher boost on that. It's a lower compression engine. This engine right here is a VG30 DE non-turbo engine out of a 96. Wait for it. A 96 Infiniti J30. Bam. Dude, and this thing has super low miles on it. It came out of a wrecked car. It has like 60,000 miles or something. USDM Infiniti J30 that had 60,000 miles got wrecked. That's the engine out of it. At 96, I'm actually super psyched about that. There is a 5-speed transmission for this car, because if you don't know, this car is an NA automatic. Everybody be hating on NA automatics, but they're super fun to drive. And guess what? They're the cheapest 300ZXs you can buy right now. I actually like to drive this. I was thinking I'm not doing the 5-speed swap right away once we turbo everything and put it together, and to see if we can blow up this NA transmission, see how long it lasts. Who knows? Maybe we'll do that, maybe we won't. I don't know what I'm doing ever. Some extra coilovers that have all the parts coming off that engine. This right here, that guy is our gauge cluster for this car, because this one isn't working. Well, we have fuel, we have engine temperature, which is like the most important. We don't have tack. So we're gonna use this guy, but like I said earlier, I'm gonna get some LED bulbs and put on that so we can have it all lit up, put it in at once. Right there is our manual swap clutch pedal. A bunch of extra parts. Blown up turbo up there. Motor mount. More parts, more parts, more parts. But that's like for the 240, and that's a lot of extra 240 parts that are either worth money, or I'm holding on to see if I end up with another 240 coupe at some point, which I really want an S13 coupe. Had one, sold it. Wish I never sold it. Sold it for way too cheap. I think that's it. We got max speed around turbo, wastegate. There's a gauge cluster out of a coupe with the digital speedometer. This one had the heads-up display. Our max speed around turbo. All right, a little update. I know people, there's at least one person, but I'm sure a few more have said like, hey, get back to turbocharging the car. We want to see you work on the car. Yeah, I want to work on it. I mean, we have the main majority, big chunks of stuff. These turbos are going to be expensive. I think they're going to be like $2,000. We need injectors. We need a 120K timing belt service, because we're just going to do all that. New timing belt on that engine before it goes in. We need our flywheel. We need our clutch. We need our drive line. We need new injectors. We're going to need our ECU tuned. We need our side mount intercoolers. Either the factory ones are the oversized side mount intercoolers to keep it super clean, because this thing's gonna have the same bumper that it has on right now. We'll just make sure there's plenty of airflow, but kind of sleeper too, you know. Not gonna be the twin turbo stuff. It's NA twin turbo swap, so I'm doing NA everything on the exterior. Then the plan for the tune is going to be, what is that, Z-Shack out of Texas. Supposedly they're pretty good with all that stuff. Talk to those guys, have them tune it. What else do we need? Turbos. Oh, gasket kit. I also need a complete gasket kit to regasket everything on that engine.